Hey guys, welcome back to On Card. Steven and me here. I'm John, your host, host Steven. We have a special guest today, Eric from VHC Gaming.
How's it going, guys?
It's going pretty good. You are our first guest.
Feels honored. Feels honored. Feels honored.
So how's it going?
Good. Pokemon came out with a new set, so that's one thing we're doing today is opening up a box of Chilling Reign. So that I'm excited for. Chilling Reign's changed a lot of the game, so it's a really neat set. It has a lot of money cards, but it's doing things.
I hear that. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've played a lot of TCGs in my day. First one I think I ever played was Yu-Gi-Oh, but that was like OG Yu-Gi-Oh. More recently was starting off with Magic, but that was back in like 5-6 years ago. So I get back into it with some Commander, playing a Scarab God deck, which is a lot of fun. Went into Super really hardcore when Super came out 3 years ago. I want to say it was 3 years ago when it first came out. Played it hardcore from set 2 all the way to about a year and a half ago. I think that was like set 5, set 6. Switched from Super to Yu-Gi-Oh! Did Yu-Gi-Oh! For a short time. Yu-Gi-Oh's super hard to get into the competitive game, and then went into Pokemon, and that's what I've been playing now.
Yeah, you're pretty hard into the Pokemon these days.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Just seeing a lot of the art itself is beautiful. Not even just like some of the full arts, of course, with like one full art from the new set's Melanie, which I got lucky to pull. But a lot of the other cards, like there's the alternative arts, like I pulled the Blaziken, which looks amazing.
That's the one with the graffiti art, right?
Yep,
Right?
the graffiti art. Yep.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It looks amazing. I really would look into it. It basically has Blaziken flying up in the air, looking over top of a skyscraper, and then you see Inteleon, Drizzle, and Salvo. And it's just all graffiti art. It looks amazing. It's amazing art that they're doing now for Pokemon.
Who knows? Might pull one today.
Hopefully.
So tell me if I'm wrong, but there is a collaboration going on between Pokemon Go and the Pokemon TCG, isn't there? With Professor Willow being featured on the Professor's research card?
Yep, that's coming up. I know they're doing that for GoFest. If you order a t-shirt for GoFest, you get a Professor's Research with Professor Willow on it. The art looks good. It's nothing like a full art or anything special. It's just like a normal text art Pokemon card. I've actually debated just to get the card, purchase a shirt, just to throw it in the collection. But Professor's Research is a good card. It's basically a genuine staple for a lot of the game, just because it allows you to pitch your hand, draw 7. So being able to cycle through your deck and cycle through everything, it's well worth it. A lot of decks need to be able to cycle.
Yeah, definitely being able to see as many cards as possible in Pokemon, because that can get you into not only your other Pokemon, but also your supporting, your supporters, the wrong word, but your items and everything to get your game flowing.
Yeah, I mean, having a lot of like back support, like a lot of the items, special energies that you need to hit. Like I know one deck I'm really focusing on right now is Rapid Strike Urshifu with Zeraora. That deck is just a monster. The only stopper for it right now is bench barrier Mew, because it stops you from hitting the bench, and Rapid Strike and Zeraora like to hit the bench. So it's a really good deck. It's definitely going to be one of the top contenders. but with Chilling Reign coming out, Shadow Rider Sailor X is nuts. The Ice Rider is really good. I have that deck built, but I think Shadow Rider is the more preferred competitive deck to go into.
Okay.
All right, so we've got a really fun plan for us today. We're actually going to be opening a box of Chilling Reign today. And then, Steven, we will also be opening your personal box of Modern Horizons 2.
That's right. And the Modern Horizons 2 box, it's not your set boosters, it's not collectors, it's just your standard draft boosters. So that should be a fun time. Get some cool cards out of that.
Absolutely. Maybe we can pull the card that's got every letter of the alphabet in it.
Yeah, minus a few. Yeah, the card as we've mentioned before has so much name it doesn't have a mana cost that I'm not going to attempt to say live on the stream.
Admiral Martica, that's the Nicoldakar.
Close
Yep.
Honestly, the only card I'm looking forward to out of Modern Horizons 2 is Fractured Sanity. Oh, such a good card.
Yep.
So slept on, just because it makes your entire, everyone mill 8 or is it 14?
I believe it's 8, and then if you kick it, they mill 14.
Yeah, it's just nasty. It's such a good card.
It's either kick or overload, because I know they brought overload back as a mechanic in Modern Horizons 2.
I think it's Overload.
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember that specific card off the top of my head.
All right, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to open the box of Chilling Reign first, and then we're going to do 3-way pack battles.
Yeah, basically what we're going to do is each one of us pull out a pack. We're going to rip it. Of course, with the card trick, it's 4 from the back. Puts that rare special card at the back
At the
very end of the stack. And then depending on what we pull, basically just go for a pack battle between us 3.
And just to clarify with pack battle, whoever gets basically the best pack, the most valuable pack.
Yeah.
will
They will be the winner of that pack battle.
So yep, just going off of whatever the top cost card is. But let's do this. Let's get it all set and ready to go. Shadow Rider.
Yeah, and we'll be right back. I'm going to switch up camera angles, give you all a better view of what we're getting.
All right, hey guys, we are here ready to open some packs.
And
So,
we've got some dice here, trackers for this pack more.
So it's gonna be the first pack. See what we pull.
yep, let's get into it.
Yep. You said remove the code card and
4 to the front. Yep. So when you flip it over, it should have an energy. Alright. So fire. Roller. Ooh, spiral energy. Honey.
Got a hobble.
Weird.
what'd you get?
What'd you get?
That is weird. Hold on.
Did you get 2 reverse hollows?
9, 10, 11, 12?
12 cards in your
I
pack.
got 12 cards in a pack.
Is that not?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. No, it's 10 per pack.
I got 10.
I've got 10 actual cards plus energy.
Yeah, I got them.
You got an
Yeah, it
extra
looks
large
like-
pack.
Looks like you got an extra reverse hollow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So I'd say you get the first point.
yes.
You get first point.
That's interesting. A double reverse. That's an interesting error. All right, I'll take that.
And I've never seen that before.
Neither have I. In all the time I played Pokemon, I've never seen a intentional mishap on a pack. That I've seen error cards, but I've never seen
The mid
a
pack.
pack. Yeah, a pack error of adding too many cards.
Oh, looks like John and I have the white cards this time.
So I'm not in this one. Nope. I did get a Malamar and a lead.
Looks like I've got reverse hollow Ampharos and an Ice Rider Calyrex V.
Ooh, I got a reverse hollow Heracross and a Weavile.
Goes to you because Ice Rider
Does.
is priced at higher. That's a nice pull. Ice Rider and Calyrex. All right.
For round 3.
I got a white card. So I'm in the running for this one. I don't want to start off mine.
I've got a green for
I
mine.
got a white for mine.
Alright, let's do this. Roll.
Now, is there anything we should be looking for in the commons and uncommon slot?
So a lot of them.
We got an Avery and a Shaman.
So I got this one.
Okay.
Got an alternate art. Let's see.
Ooh.
And that is a beautiful card.
That looks really nice. I'm gonna hold that thing close to the camera.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
the
yeah,
button see.
This is what I'm talking about when it comes to these alternate arts. Pokemon has been doing a lot of them now lately. This
Yeah.
Blissey is definitely one of them. That is a huge one to look for. It's definitely a pretty card. A lot of the ones that
Definitely a good looking card.
yeah, a lot of the ones that people are going for are the Blaziken, the Ice Rider V, Shadow Rider V, the Shadow Rider V Max, Ice Rider V Max, which they all look great.
Green code card.
I got white.
So it looks like you win right off.
It's very possible.
Because I remember in the last set the lazy Tyranitar.
I pulled that one. I ended up getting that Lazy Tyranitar. That one is really good.
All right, so I got a reverse Path to the Peak and a Zebstrika.
And a Zorora V.
I got a reverse Hollow Sneasel and an Empress for that one.
So out of this, like for a lot of the trainers you want to look for, Lucky Energy is a good one. Lucky Energy, essentially attached Pokemon. If it gets dealt damage, you draw a card.
Oh, that's really good.
So that whole entire cycle through your deck, those decks that want to draw are going to want to run Lucky Energies for sure.
But you got the white card again.
Yep.
That's where this is rigged.
Hey, John divvied up the packs. That has nothing to do with me.
You said
Yeah.
Spiral Energy was another one to look at?
Spiral Energy's good.
Alts and an Ampharos.
Metagross V.
Ooh.
So was that 4 for me?
Okay, Grookey and
Yep.
Serena.
So Spiral Energy is good if you're gonna run an all Rapid Strike deck. That one's definitely interesting because it prevents the opponent from being able to paralyze. I think it's paralyzed. Your active.
Can't be paralyzed. And if it's already paralyzed, it recovers from that special condition.
Yep. So basically, it removes the paralysis effect if your opponent happens to paralyze you. I did not get in that.
Rapid Strike, Scroll of the Skies.
That's a good one.
I got
Fog Crystal.
I got a
That's a
coughing,
great one.
I got a coughing and a surf edge for that one. Totally didn't forget to do the pack trick on that.
A lot of the
So who would
I
you
don't-
say won that round?
that would go to John because of the Abomasnow. When it comes to items for this set, Fog Crystal is definitely one of them that you want to get because with Fog Crystal, it's basically a search for any psychic Pokemon.
Wait, did we all get white cards that time?
I gotta wait.
Ooh, I gotta wait.
All right, this is where the real pack battle happens. So, Oregon.
I got a little sneak peek of mine there.
I see something on mine.
I see something on mine.
Ho ho ho!
Oh,
Ho ho ho! That's a thing.
I mean, I got the Clobbopus.
I got a reverse Scolipede. And a
Moltres
Jabari
V.
Moltres.
I got a reverse hollow Zebstrika and
And
a
a
Blaziken
Blaziken
V.
VMAX.
All right.
I ended up getting a gold welcoming lantern.
Ooh.
So, price wise, I think that tops it.
It's a gold card.
Yeah,
So.
that's
yeah.
the first gold card I pulled. Not the gold card I wanted, but
First one you pulled ever or out of the set?
out of the set. I pulled a few really good gold cards out of
Battle Style?
Battle Styles. I ended up pulling the energy, the Rapid Strike energy. I pulled a lot of other good cards out of that set.
Ooh, I got another white one.
Here we go.
I just got a regular green.
Same here. That's definitely going to John. So yeah, a lot of the gold cards I pulled out of that.
Raleigh and a Clara.
I'm personally using like the Rapid Strike energy. That's definitely a really good one. I definitely needed
Oh.
one.
Sawsbuck.
I got a double reverse as well.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
And a Weavile.
Weavile, nice. That Weavile is good. The Weavile is sneaky.
Wait. Yeah, it's another 12 card.
Another 12 packer.
Wow.
Whoa. Say me or John on
I
that.
think you, because it's a misprint. So that's definitely going to you. That's twice. Hey, another white one.
Well, green one for me.
3, 4.
I got another green.
See what I pull.
I actually learned recently why they do the white and the green. Pretty interesting why they do it.
Cardboard. Yeah, the green.
Got
Looks like
a expedition uniform and an old cemetery.
those are both really good. So like the white code cards,
Scroll the skies and Spiritomb.
the white code cards are basically like you're guaranteed to pull a hollow. Rather, it's like a base hollow like the Weavile, or
You
pulling.
had a reverse hollow Cinderace Single Strike and a Simeon Rapid Strike.
That's pretty. That Persimmion's nice. A lot of these cards I'm definitely going to go into because a lot of them are really good for the set.
I think
Um,
we're a pack ahead of John.
I'm at 2.
left.
I'm at 2 left.
Okay, so that one's with us.
Yep.
Right now.
Yep. We're all tied.
This one,
Yeah, that one's with what?
Yeah.
I'm making sure we're all on the same page.
I got to wait.
I got a white.
I did not.
Can I get 2 alternative arts in one box? Can I get 2 alternative arts in one box? No.
Dynatree Hill. Huh.
You get another reverse double?
No. Well, yeah. And a foil on a white code card.
This is a weird box.
Yeah. There must have been something going on when they were packing.
This is such a weird box, and it bothers me. That's 3 packs, and we've had 12 cards in, and one of them is a white code card. The thing that I honestly would have really laughed if that would have been like a more money of a card, because that would have been hilarious.
So I think I won that one.
Yeah.
And one thing I remember hearing, I don't know 100% on the validity of this, but they do the different code cards because each card has a different weight to prevent people from weighing packs to determine the value of them.
So there's that, because there's a lot of huge things going on with weighted packs, because what happens is for a while there you were having people that would weigh packs to essentially guarantee that they're going to get
Foil.
a foil or a money card.
Reboot and bait net on that one.
So depending on like how your pull went, however much weight the pack is, and I mean you're talking literal grams
Yeah.
in a difference. It's not even like a huge difference, but people have gotten it down to a science.
Mhm.
But what they'll do is they'll weigh out, like they'll get a bunch of boxes and weigh them and find all the cards, like hypothetically speaking, because it's gold foiling and the foiling is a little bit heavier. Welcoming Lantern would be weighing more than a green code pack. The amount of foiling that's in it. So the weight difference would be subtle, but not super huge.
Last pack got a weight.
Last pack magic, can it be something good? Do I have the fuego? Do I have the fire?
You got another green as well.
I did. I got an Aggron and a Walrein.
Ooh. Ooh. Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX.
There you
I
go.
actually got the reverse hollow Golett and a Volcarona for my last one.
So, like, a lot of the cards out of this set, that definitely makes sense that people, you know, if you're going to be getting into this set or we're going to want to be playing this set, depending on your deck that you want to roll with, a lot of the good cards are like Lucky Energy. Lucky Energy, of course, is that card where if it's attached to a Pokemon, you get hit, you draw a card. So those decks that want to cycle through them, you want to run 4 of. Another good card to run in a deck is, of course, Rugged Helmet.
Yeah, I really like the idea of that card.
The Rugged Helmet is amazing. The fact that you attach it to a Pokemon, and if that Pokemon gets hit, your opponent returns an energy attached to that Pokemon to their hand. Super good early game, especially if you're going first, because when you're getting into those moments where your opponent's playing Pokemon that hit quick, that's stalling them out for a turn.
Mm-hmm.
So in Pokemon, you can only attach 1 energy per turn, of course. So having that 1 energy attachment per turn is rough. It hurts. It's definitely something that a lot of people don't want to have happen. Another really good card is Fog Crystal. Fog Crystal is just amazing, especially in the sense that it allows you to search for a basic psychic Pokemon of your choice. So essentially, if you're starting your hand out, you happen to have the Shadow Rider VMAX in hand. you don't have Shadow Rider V.
Mm-hmm.
You can pitch a Fog Crystal, search for that V, play it next turn VMAX.
So essentially, in a mono psychic deck, that just straight up replaces Quick Ball.
Yep, it replaces Quick Ball, but it's also an extra Quick Ball.
Yeah.
So if you want to, like a lot of people nowadays that are going like second, that want to run this deck or run Psychic, they run it with the Cresselia. We didn't pull one today. I do have, I think, 2 or 3 personally. But what Cresselia does is it allows you to, if you're going second, search your deck for 3 Psychic Energy and attach it to your Pokemon any way you want. So essentially, you are attaching on your second turn, on your first turn, technically, because you're going second, you have now gone +3 on the turn counter against your opponent for that one Pokemon, because now you have energy across the board. So that's another good one for Psychic.
Seems like Psychic got a big bump.
Oh, dude, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Psychic has been good for a while due to Dragapult VMAX, because Dragapult VMAX would do 5 damage counters to the bench any way you want to, and it got through that bench barrier Mew. So a lot of the people ran Dragapult VMAX and Urshifu VMAX for the current tournaments. So that's what I personally ran for a while. Up until the new set, I switched to Ice Rider, I switched to Zeraora and Urshifu, because I just like, I like to be able to bench snipe. That's definitely my personal favorite way of playing the game. But just everything out of this, it's just good. The whole new set, a lot of the money cards, like that Blissey that I ended up pulling today, it's just pretty. Like, the Blissey is also another sleeper, because its ability for, its attack is for 1 energy. You hit your opponent, and then you search your discard pile for 3 energy and attach it to Blissey. And for every energy attached to it, it does 30 more damage. So you can honestly pump it up. Like, you can run it with Welders, with Fire. You can run it with Bolton, with Lightning. There's so many different ways to run the deck. It's just nuts. It's just amazing. But a lot of the stuff this set is really good. I do know a lot of it coming out has changed up the game a lot. And I like the state. I like the state of the game. It's not so fast. It's not slow. I mean, you can make it quick, but at the same time, like, it's at such a good game state where you're interacting with each other. It's not just, I'm beating your head in and good luck.
It's not like, now from what I remember, Vivid Voltage and right before that, you had just the AEP Zacians trampling over it.
Yeah, ADPZ was nuts. And I'm very, very happy with Reset in September, because when Reset comes in, it's getting rid of essentially ADPZ. It's getting rid of that deck's going to be gone. What's another good deck that's going away?
I will say that rotation does make me a bit sad because my personal deck is Lucario Melmetal.
Oh yeah, that's another one. That deck is.
I love that. I love that deck. No win condition, just stun this V sitting inactive, preventing 120 damage every attack.
It's just a stall deck.
Exactly, it's great.
It's literally just go to turns. If you win game 1, good job.
I played the deck at its full in one event. I ended up coming in second, I believe. I lost to Fire because Steel.
Of course, fire outbeats Steel.
But, game 1, I played against Grass, which I had favored there because of the resistance to Grass on most of the Steel types.
Yeah.
And game 2, I think game 2 I played the mirror match.
Blue metal.
I don't think it was Lumetal versus Lumetal, but I was playing against another Steel deck.
Ah, okay.
And then game 3, I was playing against Inteleon V.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 36. That's not a bad average. 9 relatively good, like V, alternate art, gold, V max, like 9 out of 36 packs. It's not bad, especially when you expect only half to be white code cards, and sometimes you get those full foil like the Weavile, stuff like that. But yeah, this set's gonna be good. I know you're talking about that Lou Metal deck, and what my personal question for you is are you bringing that Lou Metal next weekend?
I don't really tend to, because I haven't really been keeping up with the latest support from Battle Styles and or Chilling Reign,
Mhm.
because I've been focused on Dragon Ball mostly lately.
Yeah.
But that actually is a follow-up to something I was going to ask you. No, it's a bit off the spot, but out of this set and the previous, is there anything you'd recommend for that, especially to mitigate the Blue Metal rotating this summer?
So for metal decks, out of this set, there's not really much to help metal.
I was reading that Metagross.
Metagross is not that great.
Yeah.
It's definitely okay. I haven't looked at it personally, so
But you do need the Munchlax that returns items, right?
yep. Because the Munchlax that returns items,
That can get back your metal saucers.
metal salt, now get back metal saucers, now get back like because with metal your control. So you want to run Fan of Waves from Battle Styles.
What
You
is
want
that?
So Fan of Waves is an item card, kind of like Fog Crystal. So what that does is, if your opponent happens to have a special energy attached to it,
Which a lot of decks nowadays do.
yep, between Spiral Energies, Lucky Energies, Rapid Strike Energies, Single Strike Energies,
And even the protection energies from Vivid Voltage.
yep, and then even like Bullhound using
The
speed
electric-
energies,
yeah.
like
Wasn't that one Vivid Voltage as well?
that one.
Or was that a different cycle?
That was a different set. I don't think that was Vivid
Okay.
Voltage. But what that does is it returns that special energy to the bottom of your opponent's deck. So if you're going up against Rapid Strike Urshifu and your opponent makes that mistake early game, Urshifu V attaches Rapid Strike, pass, and you're just like, no, Fan of Waves, bottom of the deck. Now they're -1 on the turn counter for energy, but now their main primary hit card for their deck is now gone until they can either quick ball to shuffle to hopefully it gets back to the front of their deck. But the other issue that Fan of Waves is going to run into, Marnie is going to run into, a lot of these decks that put that at the bottom of your deck is there's actually a card. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there is a supporter card, kind of like Melanie, out of this set. That basically what it does is allows you to look at the 3 bottom cards of your deck and put them on the top in any order that you want.
And do you see that card actually seeing play?
Oh yeah. If you're running into Fan of Waves, you want to play it. Like as a Rapid Strike player, I've debated about putting it in, but I've also noticed out of Rapid Strike you can run Artillery. That was in Battle Styles because Artillery has a once per turn effect where you can search your deck for any Rapid Strike labeled card. The Energy, Tower of Waves, Fan of Waves, any Pokemon, like
Spiral Energy, for
Yep.
example.
anything that has that Rapid Strike tag just off of the card, Artillery allows you to search it once per turn. So like my new Rapid Strike Zorora deck, I don't run Marnies because I don't need to recycle my hand. I don't even think I run Professor's Research. I used to, not anymore.
Okay.
Because there's a Brawly card in the set that allows you to get any 3 basic Rapid Strike deck or Rapid Strike Pokemon out of your deck to the bench. So if I have a dead hand but I have a Brawly and I'm going second, cool. I can get Rapid Strike Urshifu, I can get Remoraid, I can get Zorora turn 2. Just out of my deck without having to worry about going to search for them with Quick Balls or anything else. I run Quick Balls for like the Dedenne, which is basically a Pokemon version of Professor's Research, but it draws you 6 versus 7, which is a really good card to run in.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Dedenne is actually rotating
Yep,
soon.
come September, but the replacement for Dedenne GX is going to be Crobat V.
And that's one ability when you play it onto your bench, you draw up to 6.
Up to 6, yep. Because it's basically a free draw. So if you have like 1 card in your hand, or if it's your last card in your hand, it's good to refresh your hand. The other thing that's going to replace the Dedenne GX, it's a Rapid Strike deck, but it is Karina's Focus. Supporter slot does the same exact thing as Crobat V. You basically redraw up to 6. So that's a good card that I run in mine. And even if I'm only drawing 2, I would rather have that draw 2 and search through my deck than have nothing.
Mhm.
Like, honestly, being able to do that draw two can either A, get me what I need in my hand, or B, get me closer to what I need. So a lot of these decks are either I'm for sure getting what I need, or I'm digging until I get it. So, and then there's another supporter that definitely affects your life. So for your prize cards, what it does is you choose up to 3 prizes out of your prize pool, add it to your hand, and then choose 3 cards from your hand, put them in your prize. So not even like now with this set, like your prize cards aren't even a secret anymore. You can literally just play it and go. But yeah, the reason I was asking about next week for you about your Lou Metal deck, I'm hoping to see it next week, is next week for the reason I was asking is because next week I know we're doing a lot of different like deck building techniques with Chilling Reign Chilling Reign being out. So I wanted to see if there was some changes you wanted to do to the deck. I know there's a lot of few things that we can do. If you want to test it out, definitely. I know there's a lot of good cards in this set that will make it work. And honestly, I kind of want to see if we can get that Metagross to work. I feel like it can, but we really got to manipulate it. Because I think that damage resistance to it, the 120, just makes it good. And I mean, by itself is 220 HP. So.
And does the Metagross have a VMAX at all, or is it just Metagross V?
Nope, it has a VMAX. The VMAX, I don't know what it does. I had to look into it. I think I have one personally in my collection, but it's a good card. It's I need to look more into it. There's a lot of sleeper cards in this set, like the Blissey and some others, but I gotta look into it to for sure see if it is something viable with Lou Metal.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do some research into it as well. So in my Lou Metal, I've got Zacians in there, just basic build, Lou Metal Zacian. I've got Stunfisk V, and then Scizor V and VMAX
Yeah,
as my main Pokemon line, along with the basic Aegislash line.
yeah, and that's a good line to have. It's a really, really good setup, a really good deck. Honestly, it's one that I want to do a deck profile on myself, and it's a really, really good deck.
Well, all right. Up next is the Modern Horizons 2.
Gonna do a quick cut here, gonna get all this cleaned up and get ready for some Magic.
Yep. All right, we are back, guys, and we are now opening some Modern Horizons 2.
And to recap, it's not set boosters, not collectors, just they're regular draft boosters.
So what's the difference between set and draft? And like, is this like just a set where like you buy the box and draft like normal Dragon Ball draft? You essentially get a pack, crack it, pick a card, pass.
Yeah, that's what these are normally intended for, is to do an actual draft.
Ah, okay.
The set boosters, I don't remember their exact ratios, but I believe you get 2 rares, more uncommons and less commons, so that you get less just chaff, just less like junk commons and uncommons.
Oh,
Basically, less bulk stuff.
Yeah,
but this is more bulk then.
yeah.
Ah,
And then the collector's boosters, those come with, like, I think everything's foil. You get more rares. A lot of like the shinier altered art, not altered, but like full art cards.
oh, okay.
But collector's boosters are also like 2 or 3 times the price of
Well,
a traditional booster box.
Well, I mean, of course. I mean, you're getting more value out of that. So, okay.
Yeah.
I just never knew the difference. I knew the difference between booster and draft because of Super, but I never knew the difference between like collector sets. I know Magic has like subsets, has like their main booster set, collector sets, draft sets, subsets. Like Magic just has so many sets,
Yeah,
right?
that's something they've started doing recently. Just doing so many different types of boosters for the same set.
Uh-huh.
Like those collector's boosters, set boosters, and draft boosters. That's all Modern Horizons 2. It's just different distributions of the cards within the packs.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
therefore different prices of the packs.
So then what's that D&D set for Magic then?
So that
Is actually the new core set for this year. It's core set D&D Forgotten Realms.
Yeah. So Magic has something they do every summer called their core set, which is more for like the newer players.
Okay.
And more simple mechanics, not as complex. And more importantly, those are what go into the standard format.
Ah, okay.
What's special about Modern Horizons, a couple years ago they did Modern Horizons 1, now it's Modern Horizons 2. These skip standard and go straight into the modern format, which normally modern only takes what was in standard all the way back until 8th edition.
Oh, okay.
And then
okay.
you have like Legacy and Vintage, which is just everything,
Everything.
including like your Commander products and everything.
Okay.
But Modern specifically does not have those Commander products.
Ah.
So
okay.
this is a way of injecting cards into Modern that were maybe too powerful or too complex for Standard for whatever reason.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense for me.
All right.
So let's get started. And we're not going to be doing the pack battles because it's not as obvious the value of these cards just looking at them as it is for Pokemon. But it should still be a fun experience just going through and seeing what comes up.
Ego. Like
And what was the name of the card you were looking for again?
Fractured Sanity.
And blue, right?
Blue. Yep. It is a mill card. Great for
Ooh, first one was the Zabal's Glitter Wisp.
How do you know which one is the rare?
It's the gold symbol in the.
So your first one was a mythic.
See, I got something I'm a little more excited for, honestly. It's not my rare, it's a common, but it's one of the old borders.
Ooh.
And this is actually
The
a Madness
Conscious
card, which I've got something in the works for Madness brewing.
Ooh.
My first rare was a Rising Shine.
So what was yours?
Mine was Archon of Cruelty. Not bad. I've also liked Magic for the art. I mean, a lot of
Magic has a very good art scheme.
And it's very diverse as well, depending on what you're looking at. Oh, you got one of. So that's actually an artist concept card.
So like this.
Oh.
So I'm just going to show this to the camera real quick. So in Modern Horizons 2, they're doing these new artist concept cards. They're more rough sketches, and it gives some of them in their flavor text will show a brief description of what the artist was given to make those cards.
Okay.
So my second rare is a Timeshift Avian Progenitor Ooze.
My second rare is a foil Chatterstorm.
Ooh.
Or that's not the. Oh, that's actually your. No, that's not. What was the rare? Oh, this one here. Wait, you got two rares?
Yeah, he got two rares.
Oh, these must come with a normal rare and a reprint rare.
Ooh.
Which Patriarch's Bidding is a really good card. Patriarch's Bidding allows each player to name a creature type, and then they return each creature of that type from their graveyard to the battlefield.
Ah!
So if you're playing a tribal deck, cough, slickers,
Cough, elves.
you can return all creatures of your tribal deck to your graveyard for 5 mana. Yeah, and they're doing something recently where they're giving newer cards of printing the old board.
Concept card.
I got a Gargus.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
I got two rares. My first one is a Brand's Apprentice. And I got a Wonder.
So, like, I'm not tripping, right? Like, I'm not losing my.
Oh, you got a Floored Vindicate and a Karth the Lion.
I
Like,
got a Karth the Lion.
And I
Okay.
know exactly where that Vindicate's going.
I hope I know where that Karth the Lion is going.
See, in fact, I got a Braids Cabal minion and a Scion of Draco.
So Braids is really making a comeback.
So Braids is banned in Commander, which is the format we mostly play, but it is new to Modern.
Yep.
So any cards that were reprinted in Modern Horizons 2, to my knowledge, are ones that are being newly introduced to the format.
so technically, the last two cards are your rares, then, right?
Yes.
Primarily. Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, you can identify the rare by the gold symbol.
That looks beautiful.
The old, yeah, Bone Shards looks really good with that old
Yeah.
border.
I just saw a Cabal Infinite, and I was like, Cabal Coffers?
Got really excited for half a second.
Yeah.
Fast and Ferocious?
Yeah. Or Fast and Furious.
All right.
Oh, Fast and Furious.
We got a Verdant Command.
And I got a Timeless Dragon for that pack.
Sea Drake and General Ferocious Recorrect.
Don't let Sea Drake fool you. That card. Oh wait, never mind. That's not the card I was thinking of. Battlefield return.
Target land you control to their owner's hand.
Not the card I was thinking.
That would sound good.
It'd be really good for a landfall deck.
Yeah,
That could,
Yeah.
especially if you're running like Scarab God having crab,
The ruin crab.
ruin crab.
something like your AC, for example.
Yeah. Absolutely. Bounce 2 lands back to your hand, play a land, draw a card, play a land, draw a card.
This is nice. Got a fire and ice, but I got a concept art Sylvan Anthem.
Ooh.
Is that a concept art Rakdos headliner?
Got 2 more rares.
Oh, what
We
you
got a Karmic Guide
Ooh, nice.
and an Obsidian Charmaw.
Chance Encounter and Priest of Fell Rights.
I like that Priest of Fell Rights.
Yeah.
Also that Charmaw.
Yep.
I've been seeing that roughly a little bit in Modern Pawns,
Really?
which Modern Pawns is a green-red land destruction.
Oh, land destruction.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. All right.
So we got going on here. Been getting a lot of these artifact lands up there.
Yeah. Ooh, we got
That
a
looks
time shifted mind collapse.
And I just got a Monoskelion order.
Nice.
A Rakdos
Got a
Doctor of Paradise.
time shifted blazing root follow.
Got a Chainer Nightmare.
Ooh,
and
this is a
Propane
good
to-
pack.
I think these packs are wanting me to build red black again. That's what I'm gathering from.
We got 2 rares and a mythic in this pack.
Oh, what did we get?
We got a Riptide Laboratory,
Nice.
a Dwarfy Voidwalker, and we got a Foil Mythic Drosta Tempest Roar.
Ooh, that's really nice. Yeah, Green Storm is a thing, apparently.
Well, aside from my other old border, I have Persist,
Ooh,
which looks amazing, but
oh,
Subtlety?
that is
Ooh,
beautiful.
subtle. Full art foil subtlety.
And then
That is,
That's going in a sleeve, is what that is.
yes, it is.
That looks beautiful.
You wanna? Oh, I got one right here. You can put the Drosta in it.
I didn't even, yeah. I'm just getting lucky with these packs today.
But
We
you
should
still
have
have
you
what you're
open-
looking for.
No.
Have you open Magic with us more often?
Got another Bone Shard.
It looks so nice.
That's 2 old arts.
Yeah. I think I have a play set of that old art now. Of,
And Concept Abundant Harvest.
Ooh, we got a concept Gargadon.
nice.
That looks really nice.
Oh, got one of the things I've been looking for.
Oh yeah?
So this pack came with a Shardless Agent, which is cool and all. But I got the Sword of Hearth and Home.
Ooh, the newest sword to the sword collection.
Yes, and if
Well-
you don't know what that sword does, it's put creature has +2/+2, protection from green and white, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you can search your deck for a basic land, put it on battlefield tap, and exile one of your creatures and bring it back to the battlefield.
I got a crab.
Nice.
But Ignoble Hierarch
Ooh, that's a really good one too.
and Foil Gargadon.
Yeah,
Nice.
that Ignoble Hierarch. If you're not familiar, there's a card called Noble Hierarch, which is single green, as exalted, but it can tap for blue, green, or white instead of black, red, or
Oh.
green.
Well, this one taps for black. Red.
So we've got a foil time shifted inevitable betrayal.
Ooh, that's one in the sleeve because that's a bribery you're holding over your opponent's heads for 3 turns, which is almost better than just playing a bribery.
And then we've got a Chatterfang Squirrel General.
And I know Kai's looking for that one.
Yes, he is.
It's not the best card in the world, but this Bottle Gnomes, the artwork is just absolutely adorable.
So I got a Solitary Confinement
Nice.
and then Mercuride Regent. I didn't get any concept cards out of this one.
Ooh, that's a Marshflats,
Ooh.
one of the money cards. Which I don't know how their value is being affected by being reprinted,
Right, same as Cabal Coffers.
but it's always nice to have more fetch lands. Especially when you run them in like all your decks.
Alright, so we got a Nettlecyst.
Those Voltron decks.
Yes. We never have 200 Voltron.
Got an Underworld Cookbook there.
Ooh.
So Graceful Restoration looks really neat. But then I got Mog Salvage,
Ooh.
and then Glimpse of Tomorrow.
Ooh.
Really liking the new Glimpse cards.
Yeah, those are really cool.
You know that Underworld Cookbook you just pulled?
Yeah.
I got something that goes really well with it.
What's that?
Has Mortimarnica Dice and a Kuldagar.
Ah,
Also, because she cooks. She
Yeah,
cooks
she's a
crab
good crab.
legs.
We got a
Some kind of Italian.
I got Blacksmith.
the one word I can't think of it right now.
Well, you got
Ooh.
2 Abundant Harvest.
We got a Misty Rainforest.
Ooh, that's another good one.
Road Ruin.
Hey, look, we got the most powerful creature in Magic. Raptors.
I disagree. It's crab.
Nah, it's food.
I agree.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Underworld
She's
Cookbook.
a chef.
I got Sterling Grove and then Out of Time.
Those are some good ones. Out of Time is such a fun card because you board wipe, and then who knows how long they're going to stay. Another Terminal Agony Old Border.
Down to my last one.
Ooh.
I've gotten 2. Good this one.
We've got the Altered Art Urza Saga. Is it the
I
Altered
think
one?
that's just Urza Saga.
Oh, yeah, it's probably just the Urza Saga. But we got the Urza Saga.
I know this one's seeing a lot of play in Modern right now. I got a Sylvan Anthem, so now I've got a regular and a
Nice.
So Thought Monitor
I'm seeing a lot of play in Modern Affinities.
and then a foil Squirrel Sanctuary.
Ooh.
I love the squirrel support they're giving in this set.
Yeah. Oh, we got Toski and Call Time.
Yeah. Well,
And-
Toski is just a squirrel. He's not actual like squirrel stuff.
No, but we got him in Call Time, which was our first Squirrel Commander we could use.
Well, first legal one. Because they
Yeah.
did make a legendary green black squirrel in Unhinged.
Yeah.
What was your rare in your last pack? Was it the Thought Monitor?
Yeah, Thought Monitor.
Yeah, that Thought Monitor is stupid good.
All right, we got another Mythic and another Rare. So our Rare is Suspend, and then our Mythic is Imperial Recruiter.
Ooh, that's another really good one. And then I got an Esper Sentinel out of that. My
Ooh.
second to last pack.
Well, someone pulled that.
Maybe we'll get some last pack magic.
I think it is a rare. But
Got that last pack magic.
I know there's a concept art for it, which I love. It would be a beautiful card to have, but
Got accidental sneak peek of my foil in this pack.
Ooh wee.
What do we got?
What do you have?
Still getting to my rare. Got my rare pulled up here. So my last rare is Gold Talisman.
All right. What do you have, sir?
just a dress down and seal of removal.
What you got for your last card?
They grist the Hunger Tide.
Extended Border Grist.
Yes.
And for my foil, Dermotaxi.
Nice.
Now, if we look back to our episode where we discussed our most anticipated cards, we got Dermotaxi,
We got grist.
we got Garth.
We did.
See, what else did we get? Because we had 3 more.
Yep.
Hook.
But you got Esmeralda Murder got Ice on the Cold card.
Was she one of them that we had?
She
on the
was.
list? Something. Oh, Chatterstorm.
Yep.
That was another one we had on our list. I think the only one we're missing is Garth
Yeah.
or Karth.
Because we've got card.
Yeah, so Garth was the one that we're missing.
Yep. This is the one that does your Planeswalker shenanigans.
I'd say all in all, not a bad box
Not
at
a
all.
bad box at all.
We didn't have as much weird stuff with your Pokemon box. But we definitely got some good cards out of this. I know exactly where the full art Vindicate is going.
I hope I know where the Garth and the Gist are going.
Oh, I'll keep it the Gist. That thing's too pretty. But that full art Vindicate, absolutely beautiful.
You want to show them the Gist?
Yes. This is the extended border Gist, which might not call that beautiful. Some might call it absolutely horrifying to all degrees, but still beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And then one that we mentioned earlier, we didn't show to the camera, is this full art foil Subtlety, which if you play that onto the table, ain't nothing subtle about that.
Nope.
That's just looking at your opponent and saying, no.
All right, we are going to clean this back up and we'll be back for our closing moments. All right, guys, we are back. So, how was your first Magic box?
Interesting. I knew I couldn't remember how to tell the difference between mythics, rares, uncommons, and stuff like that. Again, Magic has been out of my loop forever, but it was fun. The draft stats really cool. Just the way that the way they do their cards, and just a lot of the art was just amazing.
Yeah, I think we found a new card that you love the artwork on.
The foil Chatterstorm, man.
Yeah.
The thing is just amazing, especially with all the squirrels in the background and their eyes are orange.
Yeah,
Oh.
that foil Chatterstorm, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Front page of the
Yeah.
binder, never trading it away.
Yep. All right, so VGH Gaming,
VHC.
VHC.
Mhm.
Yes. Tell us what your channel's about.
So primarily it is anything basically card game related. I do have a video on there, courtesy of my cousin. Did some fighter stuff, did some shenanigans. So it's not just primarily Pokemon. I do a lot of our Sunday events here at the shop for Pokemon. Doing round 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, however many rounds there is. Doing pack openings, so stuff like this, like we did today. So it's just a lot of just generic, what people would consider like nerdy stuff. Doing a lot of stuff like that. I'm trying to get more gaming content on there. I know with like Chivalry 2 coming out on Xbox, that's a game I want to get on there. I know they have Dark Alliance, which is that D&D style like RPG game. That's one I'm going to do a lot of recordings on because I think it'll be a cool game to play. Coming October, we have Back for Blood.
I am definitely down to play some Back for Blood.
That's one I'm super
That
excited for.
game has got me wanting to buy an Xbox.
Oh yeah, it is. It's gonna be really worth it. And then after that, just because of E3, we have Halo at the end of the year, and then I'm gonna try and do a Nuzlocke with it. Because come September, around the time Pokemon's rotation hits, we get
The remakes.
yep, Bright Diamond and Brilliant Pearl. And Diamond was my game for my childhood.
Yeah. Pearl for me was
I actually never got to play those ones.
Oh, you
So-
missed out. It was such a good game. The last time I looked at my save file, I think from what I can remember, I had dialed in 288 hours
Wow.
into Diamond.
I just remember back in the
Alright.
day, I played Pearl growing up. I don't own the game anymore, which makes me extremely sad now
Yeah,
because I traded in like my DS and all the games because I didn't play it anymore
right.
for GTA 5
Oh my gosh.
on the Xbox 360.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's not the worst thing that's ever happened. Like my Diamond, like I said, I did 288 hours. I actually had the first event Pokemon for the online game, which was the 1999 Toys R Us Mew.
Mm.
I had that on my Diamond.
So like the first event.
The first event Pokemon. I had that, and I had every single event / Pokemon and their shiny forms on Diamond. And when I moved from one town to another town, in that move I had lost my cartridge.
Oh no.
It was horrendous. I thought I threw it in my DSi XL because of course it never left my DS. And when I finally unpacked everything and I grabbed my DSi, I looked at it and there was no cartridge in it. I had lost it. And
I
yeah.
couldn't imagine.
Oh, dude, I tore everything up. I like ripped every box open. I even like begged and pleaded to my parents to take us back to the old house so I could try to look through it one last time. Nah, it was a lost cause.
I just remember my old Pearl save file. The one thing I remember having on there that I was the most proud of, because I was like 10, 12. I was young. But one thing I just remember is getting that Manaphy. 100% legit.
From
Yep.
Rangers.
Ranger.
From Pokemon Rangers.
Rangers. I think it was Shadows of Albia.
No, it was the OG.
Oh, I thought it was
original.
Rangers 2, because Rangers 1 I thought was Hoenn, Rangers 2 was Sinnoh.
No, it was OG Pokemon
No,
Rangers.
It was Rangers 2 that was in Unova because it had the Garbodor.
Yep.
For some reason I remember Garbodor from the tutorial area in that game.
But yeah, no. That was Rangers 1.
Yeah, I
For-
remember that Mew event.
Yeah.
I had to go through so much, like, because I didn't know anything about technology at the time. First of all, just getting my DS connected to the internet was a hassle and a half at my house. And then having to borrow my neighbor's DS to put both cartridges in, because I didn't know anyone else who had a DS at the time. I was out in the country, everyone else was outside having fun. I'm in here like I really want this digital blue blob.
Yeah. Speaking of events,
Yep.
why don't you tell them what we got going on next weekend?
Yeah. So next week here at Nerd HQ, I am hosting a box tournament. For that box tournament, it is Chilling Reign. First place does get a sealed box of Chilling Reign, 100%. Sealed, nothing comes out of that. That is your first place prizing. As well as courtesy of Clayton Designs, who is also a partner in the event, is giving first, second, and third a custom playmat. Their quality of their playmats are amazing. The playmat that we've seen and used today, which is my personal playmat, is from them. This is one that is their new printer that they just got.
The one that does full color, right?
Yep, does full color. It is amazing. When I saw this concept that they put together for me, I was ecstatic with my design and everything like that for my channel, and then actually seeing it printed and in my hands, it was more beautiful than I thought it would ever be. So just coming from them, anything that I would recommend for anyone that's looking for sleeves, dice bags, dice trays, even like cups, t-shirts. I mean, the t-shirt I'm wearing now is from them.
But they do custom sleeves as well.
They don't. I don't think. I wish they did, because I'd probably get some sleeves of my own made from them. But just anything that you can think of, they can do it. It's amazing.
And I know we've been in talks a little bit about getting our logo on there as well.
Yeah. Me and Mike have gone about getting our Bite Size Gaming ones. So.
Yeah, I mean, I know the designs are amazing. They're great people to work with.
Absolutely.
Like they've always been spot on. They actually helped me make my logo for my channel. So everything that they've done, it has just been amazing. They've put it together, and they always talk to you when it comes to how you want it to look. They always send out a concept before printing, so you always know exactly what you're getting. So they're great people to work with. Highly recommend checking them out on Facebook. Really, really great people to work with. And then the other great person that is also getting involved in this event is Nerdfest.
Yes.
Nerdfest is also putting up an amazing prize to first place. First place is getting a weekend pass to Nerdfest the whole weekend, courtesy of winning the event. And then Sunday, they are hosting a case tournament for Evolving Skies. And winning the event next week does get you an invite to that Pokemon event. So you get your Sunday, you get your weekend paid for. Just gotta either get your hotel or find a way in, and then you also get a personal invite to the Sunday Pokemon event with them.
Sounds good.
And with this event, what's the date of the event?
The date is the 27th of June, so that would be a week from tomorrow. Entry fee is looking at $15. per person. That's just because the amount of prizing that's going into it, like having a 100% guaranteed sealed box in your name is amazing. I know me personally, I am planning to do more events. With Evolving Skies coming out, I'm leaning more towards doing possibly a 2-box event. Just trying to get honestly more people involved in the Pokemon community. I know at NerdFest I am personally doing like teaching Pokemon. So if people want to learn how
So
to
like learn to plays.
Yep, learn the plays. I'm gonna have starter decks, expert decks, personal decks that I've made that I feel like are good for beginners, and then as well as like really 100 hardcore competitive decks. Stuff that you'll see potentially at like a regional, something that you'll see if you want to go hardcore 100% into comp. That's gonna be another thing at the panel. But I do know next week, a lot of the people that I've talked to, a lot of the decks that I've heard is coming next week, it's gonna be brutal. It is not a Faint of Heart event. It's not like people are coming to win. They want that box.
And just to make sure, Chilling Reign will be legal for this event.
Yep,
Correct?
Chilling Reign is 100% legal. So we were gonna do it tomorrow, but because it's Father's Day and everything like that, I didn't want to make an event on a day that would take other people from their family.
Yeah.
So that was really important for me to be able to move that date for others. But yes, Chilling Reign is 100% legal at that event. If I'm also planning just to play it safe, for all the people that are playing, I plan to just take a quick glimpse at decks because it's such a huge prizing and such a huge thing that I feel like it may need to be done. And as well as I'm going to be doing really close glimpses at matches. So aside from table 1 being recorded, I am going to try to record just an overall view of the event.
Just to make sure there's nothing shady going on.
Nothing shady going on, and just to show, like, you know, other people playing, getting other people, you know, just looked at and stuff like that. Because, I mean, I feel like getting only table 1, you don't get to see a lot of the shenanigan decks that get out there. Like, I know...
Like the ones that people make just for fun.
Exactly.
Like your rogue decks.
Yeah, like the rogue decks.
Like your G-Max Cuddle.
Yeah, like the EV Max Cuddle. That deck was definitely a rogue deck. Didn't get to see, like, into our recording. Definitely a deck I want to piece back together and do a profile on because it's a fun deck. I survived on 10 HP for 7 turns because of this card. Like it's amazing. But I feel like a lot of those decks they don't get recognized. Like from this set, Blissey V is going to be a good deck because of the ability that it does in its attack. I feel like personally that'll be a good deck to run, especially if you're learning the card game. Because that card gives you a lot of interaction, setup, play, and idealism of how you want your decks to play out. And then I think the more hardcore, stronger strategies are, of course, Shadow Rider VMAX, because of the Alcremie and just Cresselia. Ice Rider is going to be nice because of the Blastoise VMAX, which I feel like a lot of people, because Blastoise VMAX wasn't easy to get your hands on, a lot of people are sleeping on it. It's a deck that I feel like will be really good. And the fact that for 3 energy on Blastoise, you search your deck for 3 energy and attach it to 1 Pokemon. So literally, turn 2, if you're going first, Blastoise V, attach, pass. Turn 2, attach Melody, which is basically the water version of Welder. But instead of attaching 2 water energy, you attach 1, but you still draw 3. So now, on that turn, on your turn 2...
You get to draw 3 and
So it's
search.
basically a hop that gets you a free attach.
Yeah, basically a hop with a free attach. But then on on your turn 2, after doing that, if you have VMAX in your hand, evolve it to VMAX, have your Ice Rider Centerex out, and then you just pump him up to 3, get him to the VMAX, and now you're just switching between the 2. You run Nissa, because Nissa gets you either
4 energy back from it.
no, a combination of either water Pokemon, or water energy
It's from your discard, right?
from your discard straight to your hand.
Because I remember in Vivid Volt's pre-release, I know John and I had some fun with Cramorants, get back the fish, slap him with the Cramorant, get back the
Yep.
fish, slap him again.
Yep,
Yep,
it
that
was
was pretty fun.
It was, yeah, this is amazing. The Capacious Buckets coming in with the Blastoise V deck was just a crazy card because search your deck for 2 water energy, throw it in your hand. So if you have a Melanie in your hand, you have a Capacious Bucket, you have your attach for turn and your extra attach for turn. Like it's such a shenanigansy deck that I think it works. I think it's going to be competitive. A lot of people that I've talked to about the deck, they feel like it's a little bit clunky, and I can see why. I mean, you're running a lot of V maxes, you're running a lot of Vs, and then you also got to rely on Frostmoth, but it'll work.
Yeah. But all right. One last thing of the night. You're gonna give away a code card.
This code card's gonna go out to whoever's the first person to get it. Honestly, if you want to go ahead and just slap that up there on the screen for any person that wants to go ahead and snag this for the online game, definitely would recommend if you want to learn how to play the game outside of the panel I'm doing at Nerdfest. Definitely check out the online website. It's
All
great.
right.
And also, I do want to read it out loud for anyone who might be listening on the podcast.
Yep.
instead. So, if you want to get ready to put this in your Pokemon Online account, you've got HKN, G6JN, GG7, 4LB.
All right. Good luck to whoever gets that first code.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It was a lot of fun. Honestly, I appreciate
Hope to
it.
have you back.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a great time.
I do know coming in August, Evolving Skies is coming out. So that will be another set I would love to open on your guys' channel and do another pack battle and do another opening together. That'd be a
All
great
right.
set to do it on.
Sweet.
All right. So, been on card, courtesy of VHC Gaming.
Yep.
We will see you next time.
See y'all next time.